Hello everyone, so today we're going to calculate a cool sum. The sum is summation of n is varying from 1 to 10, and again one more summation is given, that is m is varying from 1 to 10, and we have to calculate of tan inverse of m by n. So let's start. So if you look closely, if I open the first term, that is the first summation, here if m is varying from 1 to 10, I'll get the 10 terms here. So first I'm going to open the first sum, that is the outer summation will remain as it is. Here n is varying from 1 to 10, and I'm going to open the inner sum, that is m is varying from 1 to 10. So let's put m is equal to 1. We'll get this as tan inverse of 1 upon n, plus if I put m is equal to 2, I'll get the second term, that is tan inverse of 2 by n, plus the next sum is tan inverse of 3 upon n. And if you move on so on up to the 10th term, that is if you put m is equal to 10, you will get this as tan inverse of 10 by n. Now again if I open the sum from n is equal to 1 to 10, again I'll get the 10 terms corresponding to the first term, that is tan inverse 1 by n. So let's get the 10 terms by putting n is equal to 1 to 10 in the first term only. So we'll get 10 terms here. If you put n is equal to 1, you'll get this as I'll write here n is equal to 1. You'll get this as tan inverse of 1 by 1, that is 1. Now when you put n is equal to 2 here, you'll get tan inverse of 1 by 2. Now when you put n is equal to 3 here, you'll get tan inverse of 1 by 3, and so on. If you put up to n is equal to 10, you'll get this as tan inverse of 1 by 10. Similarly, I'll get 10 terms, because if I open the second term with this summation n is varying from 1 to 10, again I'll get the 10 terms corresponding to this one, and again I'll get the 10 terms corresponding to the third term, and so on up to 10th term. So in total I'll be having 100 terms here. So for n is equal to 1, I'm going to write the term, that is plus tan inverse of 2, plus next term is tan inverse of 2 by 2, that is n is equal to 2. So tan inverse of 2 by 2 is tan inverse of 1 again, plus tan inverse of 2 by 3, and so on up to the last term will be here in this column, that is tan inverse of, we'll get this as 2 by 10. Now corresponding to tan inverse 3 by n, if I put n is equal to 1 to 10, again I'll get the 10 terms, so I'm going to write the 10 terms here, that is tan inverse of 3 if I put 1. Next is tan inverse of 3 divided by 2. Similarly the third term, that is tan inverse of, I'll get this as 3 by 3, that is 1, and so on. It will move on up to tan inverse of 3 by 10. So on, if you move up to the last term, you'll get this as tan inverse of 10 upon n, that is n is equal to 1, we'll get 10. So next is tan inverse of 10 by 2, so I'll keep this as it is, and so on. If you move on up to the last term, that is tan inverse of 10 upon 10, where n is equal to 10, you can see here. So 10 upon 10 is 1. Now we have to calculate the sum of the elements of 100 elements here. So if you observe the diagonal elements, all the diagonal elements are tan inverse 1. So in total we have 10 diagonal elements here. So the sum of this 10 diagonal element is, as you can see, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. So in total we have 10 diagonals, and the diagonal element will be individually equal to pi by 4. Remaining we have, out of 100 elements, we have calculated for 10 elements. Remaining 90 elements I have. So I have to calculate the sum of remaining 90 elements. Now if you observe one thing here is, we have tan inverse of 2. That is first row, second column, the entry. This entry is tan inverse 2, and this entry is second row, first column, that is tan inverse 1 by 2. So we have one property, that is tan inverse of 1 by theta is equal to cot inverse of theta. When theta is positive, I can easily write this. Now if you observe, I can write this value tan inverse 1 by 2 as cot inverse 2. Now there is one more property that is very important, that is tan inverse of theta plus cot inverse of theta is equal to pi by 2 for any theta real. Now if I convert this into cot inverse 2, then the sum of these two elements will be pi by 2. Okay, similarly if you again observe, we have tan inverse of 3 this entry, and we have one more entry, that is tan inverse of 1 by 3. So again we got this form tan inverse of theta plus cot inverse of theta, because I can write this tan inverse of 1 by 3 as cot inverse of 3. So again sum of these two elements is pi by 2. Now in total we'll be seeing here pairing of 90 elements. So for each pair I'm getting pi by 2. Then how many pairs are there for 90 elements? There will be 45 pairs. So I'll write 45 into pi by 2 for each pair. So the total sum will be 25 pi. So that will be all for this question.